Hey, friends. So today was a parent-teacher conference day, which included a parent-teacher conference for myself and my wife. And but it also meant that there was no school because the teachers are all having parent-teacher conferences. So I was at home most of the day with my daughter. And whenever that happens, it's almost like this chapter. It's like a new chapter of our relationship. And sometimes the chapters, you just don't know where they're going to go. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me how there's a level on which the nature of being a parent is like going on a roller coaster ride or going on an epic journey in the space of a single day or a couple of hours. And it can be thrilling, it can be fun, it can be exhausting, it can be infuriating, it can be awakening. And at the end of the day, it's amazing to kind of this is generally how it works. It's not always this way, but by the end of the day, usually we've had dinner, we've done our teeth brushing, whatever, evening routine, we've done our bedtime routine, and everything's just kind of back to a normal rhythm. Things feel kind of normal. And the incredible scope of the day's activities, the incredible emotional range that the day has involved, almost feels like a mirage. Like, did this really happen? Because a few hours ago, it felt like we were locked. We were like locking horns, and now it just feels like everything is totally normal and fine. And I am, I think, learning little by little that a lot of the job is just showing up, being there, and being centered, being stable in my own orientation to the world and to all relationships. It's almost as though the primary task is to test the strength of that centeredness. And man, it can be pretty intense. And my daughter's only 5. Where are we going? Like, if it continues at this rate, like, we're reading a book about it's called The Girl Who Drank the Moon, and it's about this girl who has all these magical powers. And of course, she's like, an exceptionally powerfully magical child. And sometimes I'm like, I feel like that's like my daughter with her ability to test boundaries. I feel like she's incredibly precocious. She's a prodigy boundary tester. Because, man, she has never found a boundary she did not enjoy just obliterating. And, you know, I mean, you never know if you're getting it right. I don't know if you ever know whether that you're getting it right. You sometimes, you get a sense. You can sense if you're on track or if you're off track. But even when you're on track, sometimes it'll feel like everything is melting down. And there's a kind of, you know, like what I keep finding is if I let anger, or if I let anything that's my thing, my shit, enter the exchange or enter the situation, it tends to make a mess. It tends to exacerbate the problems. The best thing I can do is remain poised. And I've also made, this is a weird connection. You ready for a weird connection? I've made a connection between drinking green juice, which is one of my, I mean, it's like, for me, it's like if I'm drinking green juice, everything else in life, at least as far as health and even psychological disposition goes, kind of is more in place. It tends to anchor those things in a really centered, solid place. And I found recently that there's also this thing that can happen when you drink enough of a really nourishing alkaline drink like that, which is that you can feel the alkalinity happening. There's a cycle. It's almost like a high. It's not a high that is a rush. It's a high that is like, it's almost like if my psyche turned on the air conditioning and just chilled out. Like I noticed over the last couple of days, I had this calm, I was unflappable. I was not unflappable today. But the past couple of days, I also didn't drink green juice today. The past couple of days, as soon as that green juice is in my system, I'm like, bring it on. Whatever it is, I'm here. I can meet it. Oh, you're having a total fit and you're saying that I'm being mean. I hear that. I can acknowledge that and engage with that in a productive way. Not by being aloof or by being disconnected, but by being thoroughly connected, but without any emotional hook. Nothing. It's like my own emotional hooks, the things that ordinarily, often, and today do hook me, are like, it's like I just turn the switch off on their ability to suck me into the drama. So it's not just green juice; it's alkalinity. I made this connection between a kind of repose, a chilled out, awake repose in the psyche, and keeping our body in an alkaline state, which makes total sense and is exactly what all the nutritionists will tell you, is that this will have a massive effect on your emotional life. But I felt it like just so directly evident. I mean, like flipping a switch over the last couple of days. So anyway, told you it was weird, but that's also been an experience of the last couple of days. But it's been really helpful to be there, because if I can remain there, then what I end up realizing after the drama has died down is that that's what the drama was trying to establish, was whether it could get me unsettled. And if it can, then the psychological takeaway is drama is more powerful than consciousness. But if it can't, then the takeaway is consciousness is more powerful than drama. And that's what I'm ultimately teaching when I manifest that. That's the message being communicated when I exhibit that, when I live that throughout the circumstances. It's also what I'm teaching myself, and it's also what I am bringing to the world. But I think of it with my daughter, especially in instructive terms, in terms of like pedagogy. Like, this is the lesson I'm teaching. The words I say have nothing to do with the lesson. The words I say do not contain the lesson. They do not encapsulate. It is not about the issue that is being discussed. It's not about the actual circumstances. The circumstances are a pretext for this deeper exchange about the nature of life, the nature of consciousness, the nature of psychological drama. Those are the things that are receiving a direct commentary via my behavior. And that's just even, I'm saying this right now, I'm making this conscious for myself right now. That's a pretty remarkable thing to acknowledge, to understand, and to ultimately embrace as the task of being a parent, or even being a teacher or a mentor or a coach or a friend or a romantic partner or an authority. It's a pretty remarkable thing. So that's where I am today, people. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Let's all drink more green juice. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. See you soon.